With average home prices in Snohomish County over $850,000, where can you find an affordable place to live? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my top three affordable suburbs in Snohomish County people actually want to live in. Coming at you in just 1 minute. My name is Mike Novak, one of the top agents over here at the Novak team, part of Real Brokerage. Our team has helped over 1,200 families right here in Snohomish County make a move. So we have a ton of experience in the trenches in each submarket, each city inside of Snohomish County. And let's face it, affordability has become a big issue in the last couple of years. Home prices are up over 50% since 2020, and interest rates, as of the shoot of this video, they're doubled what they were 18 months ago. So we have an affordability crisis going on right now where people are saying, how do I afford to buy a home? It's a big deal, especially if you're a first-time home buyer or if you don't have a home to sell that's also appreciated with the market recently. So how can you afford to buy a home? Well, I'm going to share with you my top three suburbs in Snohomish County where there's still some affordability, still some value to be had. And these are not going to be those out in the sticks locations. Nothing against Darrington or Index and places like that, but they're too far out there for most people. These are suburbs that are going to be relevant to families or people that need to drive into work each day. So not super remote. Just want to frame that context for you. All right, number three, we'll do a countdown here. Arlington. Arlington, the average home price is $618,000 as of the shooting of this video. Contrast that to the $850,000 in Snohomish County, and you can see there's still some value to be had here, okay? It's about 38% less than the average. So it's still a very, very good option in comparison to the market as a total. Why move to Arlington? Well, there's a lot of great reasons. I did a whole video on Arlington. It's that special of a community, but just to kind of highlight some of my favorite things. Obviously, the downtown area is super cool. Shout out to the Stilly Diner, maybe the best breakfast on the weekend to grab in Snohomish County. You got Arlington Hardware down there. It's just this cool Main Street America vibe in Arlington. It just feels so good to go down there and hang out on the weekend or in the evening. You can park your car, walk around. It's just awesome. You know, there's parks right there. It's just got a great family vibe. There's also great properties, like acreage-sized properties, because Arlington is a big area. And so you can go get, an acre, 5 acres, 10 acres. There's a lot of acreage opportunity out there in Arlington, which makes it appealing to a lot of people. Arlington spreads out in a big geographical area too. To the south, it goes all the way down into Granite Falls. It also goes down into Marysville, and it kind of bleeds up north into Stanwood. The Smoky Point area is also part of Arlington, which is a huge retail area. You've got Costco, you've got Target, you've got Best Buy, you've got sporting goods, all this big box retail right there off I-5. So because of that, it makes it a pretty desirable place to live. You've also got Tesla putting in a big facility out there, a big production center going in, and you've got some other really big Amazon-like employers that are out there. Amazon's built this huge distribution center. It looks like a stadium out there. And so there's just a lot of employers that have kind of gravitated towards Arlington, which makes it a great place to live. So definitely look at Arlington if you can afford it. It's not the cheapest on this list, but when you blend the quality of life with the price point of $618,000, not too bad. And if you love Snohomish, like the city of Snohomish, and you don't want to pay Snohomish prices, which are more like $950,000 as an average, definitely take a look at Arlington. That brings me to number two. The second place you definitely want to look at if you're looking for an affordable suburb in Snohomish County, Sultan. It's out there a little bit, but Sultan has a lot of opportunity and a lot of growth to be had. The average home price, $492,000, about 73% less than the average in Snohomish County. So way less money than you're going to pay if you're in like a Bothell area, even Monroe, Snohomish City, that's for sure. Definitely a lot of value to be had in Sultan. There's a ton of new construction going on. If you're familiar with Sultan Basin Road, massive communities going on out there. Just LGI did some builds. Lennar's done some builds out there. Lots and lots of new construction happening in Sultan. And for good reason. It's really kind of an outdoor lovers area. You've got Stevens Pass not that far away. Leavenworth is right over the mountains. You've got hiking everywhere. Index is right there next to the river. It's a really beautiful place. Like there, you could go out, if you lived in Sultan, you could go out in the woods and go hiking every single evening when you get off work if you wanted to. And with the river right there, it's just a super cool place to live. The one big downside to Sultan is Highway 2. I just got to call that out as it is. Highway 2 backs up really bad In particular, on like Sunday afternoons, people are coming back from Leavenworth, all those RVs coming back into town. If it's the mountains just gotten out up at Stevens Pass, like in the afternoon, ski day is over. That definitely backup highway too as well. So it can get pretty backed up, which can get really frustrating. So just make sure if you're going to buy in Sultan, you understand what your commute time is going to look like. Like map that out at the time that you're going to be driving it and see if that's going to be something that you're going to be okay with. If you are, then great. I think you're going to find some serious value if you're okay with that, but double check it. Okay, that brings me to number one, what I consider to be the best blend of price and also of location to bring you the best value in Snohomish County. Granite Falls, the average home price, $582,000. So definitely more than Sultan, but still less than Arlington. I think that it's a very good blend of the two. There's a lot of value to be had in Granite Falls still. There's been a lot of new construction out there. D.R. Horton did a massive community out there a few years back, Suncrest Farms, hundreds and hundreds of homes. There's been other local builders that have done stuff out there as well. So Granite Falls is not what it used to be, back in the early 2000s when it got labeled the meth capital of USA. Like it's got families now. It's got a great downtown vibe to it. It could use more restaurants for sure. But one of the cool things about Granite Falls, you still have, just like Sultan, you've got access to the outdoors, like lots to do. The Stillaguamish River is right there. You've got the Mountain Leap Highway, like Mount Pilchuck, like some amazing hiking to do, fishing, just lots of outdoor stuff in Granite Falls, much like Sultan, but you don't have the one way in, one way out issue. You have Highway 2. There's multiple ways to get in and out of Granite Falls. You can take Highway 92, you can go the back way down to Snohomish, you can go up through Arlington. Like there's lots of ways to get in and out. The school quality has also improved massively over the last few years. I personally have some clients that are teachers there, and I can attest to the quality of these people, like very, very high quality people that are starting to take over in the schools there. And the schools are definitely turning a corner. They previously did not have the best ratings, but it seems like it's started to improve a lot. We've got some friends that have kids that are in the schools there. I'm hearing better and better things all the time and starting to see those school ratings go up a little bit. So I think Granite Falls is a really good blend of value and also of location. It's out there a little bit, but it's not too far out there. And it's got some really great value to be had as well. I did a full video on living in Granite Falls. It's actually where our family lives as well. So maybe we're a little bit partial to it. We built a home out there in 2020. It's on 8 acres and it's just so peaceful. It's right where Snohomish and Granite Falls come together. We just absolutely love it. So again, I might be a little bit partial to Granite Falls, but I think there's a lot of opportunity out there for you to explore and see if it could be a good fit for you as well. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, or if you just have questions about the market or any of these communities, definitely reach out to me. All my contact information is down below. I'd love to help you as a buyer or seller or just as a friend and help you get up to speed on what's happening in the market.